welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I'm speaking to a gentleman called Mark, and he offers medical tourism services in Poland, and he's going to tell us a bit about what he does and his business. Hi there, Mark. How are you?
Hi, Rona. I'm fantastic. Thanks for having me. How are you?
Yeah, I'm brilliant. I'm brilliant. So just tell us a little bit about like what you do over there in Poland. How long have you been going for? I did speak to you before, and it was probably about a year ago now. So how are you doing now over there?
Well, I'll just tell the name of my company. First of all, the name of the company is Surgery and Holidays. In regards to how we're doing, everything is going really well since we've spoken last time. We've made a lot of progress. We've improved our overall packages and our overall service for our clients. Everything's going great, and obviously with the help of yourself as well, and the help of your Facebook pages and your YouTube pages, they've really helped us too. So like I've said, since we've spoken last time, things have really kicked on.
Brilliant. That's brilliant. So so just say you're over there in Poland. Where would most of your clients be coming from for anyone that's, you know, thinking about going over to you? Are you all over the world, or?
Yeah, it's actually a variety. When we first started the company, we had a lot of men and women coming from the UK and Ireland. Okay. Since then, we've branched out. We've done a lot of like Facebook advertising and Google advertising, and we've drawn a lot of attention from the USA as well, Canada, Australia, South Africa as well. Wow. Believe it or not. So yeah, so it's basically everywhere. It's not just one particular place.
Yeah, brilliant. Okay. And so what kind of things can you help potential clients with? What kind of surgeries are you able to help people out with?
Pretty much everything, from tummy tucks to breast augmentation, breast lifts, from liposuction, facelifts, neck lifts, you name it, we do it. Basically, our surgeons are qualified to practice all different types of surgeries. So, of course, we always encourage our potential clients to get in touch with us with what they're looking for example, and we basically consult with our surgeons and let them know if it's possible. So, it's basically everything, really.
Okay. And so just so tell me, like, how would the like assessment work? Say if I'm thinking about having surgery, I'm not going to be able to see the surgeon before. So how are you able to do all those assessments and tests and things like that?
Yeah, that's a good question. Basically what we do is we get in touch, or the client gets in touch with us. We consult with our surgeons. A lot of the work is done through images. There's also the possibility to do online consultation, like a video chat, like what we're doing right now, where our surgeon will assess them. We also send questionnaires, so we find out their medical history, and which is passed on to our surgeon as well. And then our surgeon will assess everything through images, through the medical history, and then decide if the patient qualifies for the surgery which they would like to have or not.
Okay. And
now, may I just add, like, if they do decide to come and visit us, again, the surgeon will have an initial checkup and tests are done and everything, and then the decision is made whether or not they can go forward with their surgery.
Okay. Would you ever have like a situation where somebody has booked everything, come over to Poland, and then being told that they're not suitable, maybe for like the band or something like that? Would you ever have that sort of situation arise?
Yeah, unfortunately, there are no guarantees with this type of surgery and this type of like operations. So there has been situations where a patient has arrived, blood tests were done, and for example, because of their blood tested results, they were unable to have surgery. So it would have been cancelled or postponed to another date until their blood tests returned, like in a positive form. So we do have a system set up for such situations.
Okay.
I can explain that to you if you wish.
Yeah. And like the surgeons that you have out there, how have you found them? Are you just working with a few surgeons or loads of surgeons? How have you found the surgeons? Are they just as qualified as, say, in the UK?
Yeah, it's exactly the same as the UK and the United States of America. They have board certified surgeons who are highly qualified, highly experienced. So when I started the company, I began searching for surgeons and clinics that would be willing to work with me to take on clients of mine that I was bringing to them. Of course, we searched for the highest qualified, board certified only, with good results. Of course, like, you can never have like 100% perfection, but we've tried our best to get the best surgeons working with us. We have a few surgeons from one main clinic that we're working with now, because in the beginning we worked with a few clinics with a few different surgeons, but after seeing the work of the surgeon that we're currently working with, we decided to work completely and solely with that clinic and those surgeons. So we're
Right.
very happy with the surgeons right now.
Yeah. Okay. That's great. That's great. And would the client get to kind of know who the surgeon is? Would they meet the surgeon before they get to you? Or?
Yes, if the client wishes, they can have an online consultation, kind of a meet and greet with the surgeon. Obviously, once they come to Poland as well, they will have a few encounters with the surgeon before the surgery takes place. Of course, there's always the opportunity for that person to not go forward with the surgery. That's their choice. But yeah, they do have a few chances, a few opportunities to meet and talk with their surgeon before any surgery happens.
Okay.
So that is possible.
And what about like language issues? Not even maybe just with the surgeon, but just in general when they go to Poland. Would anyone be experiencing any sort of difficulties, or
It's another good question, yeah, because I mean, most people will think that Polish is quite a difficult and quite strange language. However, we do have members of our team, including myself. I speak Polish, English. We also have German-speaking staff. We have Spanish-speaking staff, French-speaking staff, and English-speaking staff, of course. And all of our surgeons, nurses, and in the clinic, everyone speaks English. So, in regards to language difficulties, it hasn't been an issue as of yet.
Okay, that's brilliant. Okay, so just another question as well. Like I've been asked before, like how is it able to be so much cheaper to go to Poland, especially like you're doing this package and it's a hotel and it's flights. So how is that price so cheap? Because you're just, you're in Europe, you're not that far away from the UK.
We're not. We're only a 2 hour flight. Yeah, it's some people are quite surprised by our prices. It's just that in regards to the, let's say, popularity of surgery in certain countries in regards to Poland. And in the UK, the USA, plastic surgery has been very popular for the past 20, 30, even 40 years. However, in Poland, it's kind of like a new industry. It's the last 20 years. It's only now that the clinics are beginning to realize that they can bring clients from outside of Poland into Poland, for example, for surgery. And because of the currency exchange and the differences in value, prices are considerably lower. And it's just basically economics at the end of the day.
Okay. Great. Okay. So so just tell me, like, if someone's like, wondering, what their experience is going to be like, can you just give like a general kind of what will happen when they arrive in Poland? What's the experience like? What is their even aftercare going to be like in the days afterwards?
Okay. Well, from the very beginning, the minute the client makes contact with us, we try to answer all their questions. We try to assure them of the quality of the surgery. We try to give them examples of where they're going to be staying, the recovery room, the theater, and so on for operations. We try to give them as many indications that once they arrive, we're going to take full care of them. We have a 24-hour concierge system where once a person arrives in Poland, we're waiting at the airport for them. We pick them up, we bring them to their private apartment. And then soon after arrival, they'll meet with the surgeon and the staff in the clinic where they'll be told how everything's going to work in the procedure. Directly after every meeting in the clinic, whether it's like pre-op or post-op, we pick up the client and bring them directly back to their apartment as well. We also, if they wish, we can make reservations in restaurants or the theater or the opera or cinema, whatever they wish. Also, if they want to go on small excursions, we organize absolutely everything for them. On top of that, we in our package we include a food service. So if a person comes and they have allergies or whatnot, we prepare and provide food for them during their entire stay. So there's no worries for them worrying, where can I get gluten-free food or where can I get lactose-free food. We organize absolutely everything for them. And our apartments are directly in the city center, and it's like maybe a 15-minute drive from our clinic. So it's an entire package. We organize all the flights for them. We organize all the accommodation for them. We organize all the food for them. We organize all the blood tests. Everything, absolutely everything is inclusive of the package, including our company fee. So there's no hidden charges once we send a quote to a client, there's no additional charges to be added to that fee that they see in the email from us. It's not like they get charged for their surgery and then at the end they get an additional fee for the company fee. That it's all inclusive. So it's an entire all inclusive package. So it's kind of like a carefree situation where you arrive and everything is taken care for you.
Yeah, you're not going to get any surprises. So how much would somebody expect to pay, just in comparison to the different surgeries that are out there?
Well, each patient varies, really, to be honest with you, because you can have a lady with more excess skin, or you can have with larger breasts for looking for breast reduction and so on. So it does vary, but we can guarantee that like you'll be saving thousands of dollars if you're coming from the USA, and the same if you're coming from the UK. You'll save a few £1,000s for sure. I would say maybe 30 to 40, maybe even 50% cheaper than what you would be quoted in the UK and the USA. And that's for the entire package, not just the surgery.
Yeah. And you're getting a holiday at the same time.
People have asked me, how can you have a holiday after surgery? What we suggest is maybe you come a few days earlier before your surgery so you can take in the sights, go visit a castle and so on, or see the city for what it's like before your surgery, because it's obviously easier to move around beforehand. So you do get a holiday. And where we're located in Poland, we're in Wrocław, it's Wrocław, if you read it, say in English. It's a really beautiful kind of medieval city, quite similar to Prague or Krakow. So it's quite nice here.
Brilliant. Last question for you. So how long would somebody need to stay? Is it different lengths for different surgeries? Is anyone able to?
Yeah, of course. I mean, like obviously, as you know yourself, Rona, there are more extreme surgeries, like for example, extended tummy tucks and so on. In comparison to breast implants, the length of stay varies. But because we also include in our packages checkups before and after the surgery, we like to make sure that our patients are feeling 100% fine before they go home. So our surgeon and ourselves, we like to recommend that a minimum of 2 weeks stay to make sure we can change your bandages if stitches need to be removed or replaced, that there's a sufficient amount of time to have this done before flying home to reduce the possibility of any issues when you return home. And on top of that, we're now working on creating kind of a system where that when you return home, that we can have meetings with doctors in the UK or the USA that will work on behalf of surgery and holidays, and also lymphatic massages as well if you've had tummy tucks and stuff like that. So so we're working on a bigger system now. We're growing and growing and growing. We're expanding. And hopefully we'll make it, let's say, possible and feasible for all of our clients where they come from to return home and feel comfortable and feel healthy afterwards. It's one of our priorities.
Brilliant. I also forgot to ask as well, are your because not all doctors do, are your doctors doing like multiple surgeries, or they just more focusing on one surgery at a time?
Again, yeah. So it really depends on the patient. Once again, it depends on the surgery which they would like to have. If they want to have, for example, extended tummy tuck plus breast lift plus breast augmentation, our surgeons, we usually recommend that they're spaced, that they're not all done together to create less stress and strain on the body. Because these are extreme surgeries, and there's a lot of skin removal. There's a lot of, like, for example, there's muscle repairs. There's a lot of things done. So our surgeons try to make sure that our patients are as safe as possible during the surgeries, and we try to put as little stress and strain on the body to make sure that each surgery is done correctly to the best it can be done. And at the same time, that the health of the patient is kept at the highest possible percentage as well. We don't want to.
All surgeons are going to be different. I mean, I know in Ireland, most doctors are not doing multiple surgeries at all. They probably
we don't practice it unless it's small minor surgeries, then it's possible. However, the larger surgeries, when you try to combine them, our surgeons would prefer not to be honest. So
I suppose it's just more risk then, isn't it, of complications, I suppose.
Much more, of course. And being under like local anesthetic as well for a longer period of time also creates the possibility of more risks too. And our surgeons prefer to have as minimal risks as possible, because the surgery itself, no surgery is 100% safe. So when you start combining them, you just increase the risk. So
definitely. Brilliant, Mark. It's been great talking to you today. I will put all your details in the video below so anyone can contact you if they want to know more about what you'll be able to do for them. Is that okay?
That's fantastic. Thank you very much, Rona, for having us.
Brilliant. Thanks a lot.
Take care. Bye-bye.